Welcome back to another powerful session in the Self Mastery group. As always, these sessions are only for your own personal development and self-mastery. What you can do is go ahead, find a comfortable place to relax. You can either do this session by lying down or sitting in a comfortable position. Make sure you use earphones where you can to get the greatest experience. Today in this session, we are going to be doing rapid manifestation. This is a very powerful tool, technique, and principle to not only understand but also to use as well. So go ahead and close your eyes and I'll take you through everything step by step. You can begin by first relaxing your whole entire body. Feel all the stress or tension just fade away, drift away, and melt away, leaving you calm, relaxed, and ready to take a deep dive into the depths of your unconscious mind. You see, you have experienced many things within your life, and one of those things that you have experienced is a sensation of deep relaxation. Whether it's just before you go to sleep at night, or just before you arise in the morning, I want you to think about that sensation of being totally relaxed. See it, hear it, feel it, imagine it, and experience it in whatever way is perfect for you. Maybe you imagine that you've had a massive day, a very productive day, and you are now getting ready to go to sleep. You go and have a shower or a bath, and you jump into bed, fresh, clean sheets, and you feel so good. But you don't go to sleep immediately. You lay there for just a minute and you just soak up this relaxation, this stillness, and this ability to just be. Because as you lie there getting ready to go to sleep, you notice just how quiet things really are. And within the stillness is profound wisdom. So what I want you to do is dive in to that profound wisdom now. And as you dive into that profound wisdom now. You double your relaxation with each and every moment, gaining more and more relaxed, not only in your physical body but also in your mental, and also your spiritual body. Feeling so still and relaxed, you choose to dive down 100 times deeper than ever before, all the way down to the place where all things are possible and all things are easy. The place of your mind where you can change your life, where you can focus inwardly and turn on all the switches and dials that make you feel so good. The places that you can turn up all the levels of inspiration and motivation within your life. And the place where you are crystal clear on what it is that you want to do and where it is that you want to go. So really allow yourself to be engulfed in this beautiful feeling, sensation, and experience of this tranquility and serenity within yourself. Just take a few moments now to really enjoy this moment. One of the biggest things that so many people want is to manifest their dreams and their goals into reality. Now, the art of manifestation is bringing something down from the spiritual world into the mental world, down into the emotional world, and then finally into the physical world. But a lot of people do not realize this process. A lot of people get inspired from the spirit with an idea, with a thought. And what they don't realize is that idea or that thought is the very thing that is going to change the way that they think, feel, and act. But as people, we have negative emotions, and a lot of people get these profound ideas, but for whatever reason, the emotion does not match up with the idea. The emotion might be fear, it might be rejection, it could be anger, sadness, hurt, guilt, shame, humiliation. There's so many to choose from. So the inspiration never comes down into the physical world because it gets stopped in the emotional world. Now, some people get stopped at the mental world. Maybe they get inspired, and for whatever reason they might say, I can't do that. I'm not worthy of what it is that I want. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. It can never happen to me. Whatever it might be, there's 50 million different things that people tell themselves. Now, the very last thing is the physical world. Some people, they get the idea, they get the inspiration, and they feel so good, but for whatever reason, they never take action on the goals and the dreams that they have. But all this is going to stop for you right now, because a rapid manifestation is the understanding and the art of the 4 different bodies and worlds. Manifestation is taking something from the spiritual, filtering it down through the mental as an idea, as an I am, as an I can and will. Then filtering it down into the emotional body and linking it up with love, acceptance, gratitude, whatever it might be, and then taking action on it in the physical world. And in this session here, right now, that's exactly what we are going to do. But one very powerful thing that I always tell people when they were thinking or looking or wanting to manifest their dreams is I tell them to be very careful on the words and the language that they use, because the language at the mental level is going to cause an emotional response, which will then filter in to the physical. Now, the beauty out of these 4 levels is there are really only 3 that you need to worry about. You see, the spiritual part of yourself just is. It can't be added to, it can't be taken away, it can't be destroyed, nor can it be created, because it just is. It's the very foundation of I am. It's the very foundation of existence itself. Do yourself a favor now and just take a few moments to really experience the I am. And it feels so good. So the things that I want you to think about is just the mental, the emotional, and the physical world of yourself. What we're going to do now is I want you to think of something that you would love to manifest within your life. Whatever it might be. Picture your world as above you right now, 4 different levels. And as you work your way up to the top of the spiritual world, you feel so good. But then come back down into the mental body and ask yourself the question, what is it that I truly want? Now, this could be things, this could be stuff, or it could be concepts like freedom, abundance, wealth, health, happiness, and love itself. Whatever it is that you want is perfect for you. But I want you to really think, see it, hear it, feel it, imagine it, whatever way is perfect for you. Bring it down from the spiritual into the mental. And what I want you to do is I want you to take that thought and I want you to step down into the emotional body. And I want you to link gratitude, love, acceptance, and all the emotions that you need in order to live that reality now. And you can see it, hear it, feel it, imagine it in whatever way is perfect for you. And feel so good. And now what I want you to do is bring the mental thought and the positive emotion that is now linked to that and bring it into the physical world. See it, hear it, feel it, imagine it in whatever way is perfect for you, like you're living it right now. That's right. So I want you to ask yourself the question, what is it that I have to learn in order to experience this experience? What is it that I need to let go of to experience this experience? What do I need to let go of to experience this experience? What do I need to love in order to experience this experience? What do I need to remember in order to experience this experience? That's right. And what I want you to do now in the physical world, as you have what it is that you truly want to experience, we are going to take all of that. We're going to step back in to the emotional world, feeling so good. We're going to step back into the mental world with thoughts of I can, I will, I have, and it is already done. I'm worthy, I'm good enough. Whatever the thoughts are that you need in order to align with this goal, with whatever it is that you want to manifest. And then what I want you to do is take all of that and step back into the spiritual world and let it go. Release that manifestation and say gently within your own mind, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeling so good as those good feelings get stronger and stronger, like you know deep down inside that this is already done. Almost like you've known that it's been coming for a long time. Repeating the words, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now there's a few things that I want you to remember, and really remember them. Number one of the most important questions that you can ask the universe itself is, how does it get any better than this? And from this moment onwards, that is going to be a question at the front of your mind. How does it get any better than this? No matter what happens, you're always going to ask the question, how does it get any better than this? And you'll find something very, very beautiful happens as you ask that question, things will get better and better and better. Now, the second thing that I want you to know is the ability to know that it is already done. But there's also the notion of time, space, and reality. So within the spiritual world, it is done. Within the mental world, it is done. Within the emotional world, it is done. And now all that is left is for you to be aware of the signs, the signals, and the symbols of the opportunities that you not only have, that you not only want, but the ones that you have created. And from this moment onwards, you will be very consciously aware of all those signs, signals, and symbols. You'll take action on them immediately, and you'll feel so good. Maybe it's making a phone call. Maybe it's turning left instead of right. Maybe it's going in to that certain place when you didn't really want to. Whatever it might be, your higher self is going to guide you, it's going to lead you, and it's going to help you to exactly where it is that you need to be. Now, the beauty of this work is that it works in many different ways. But you need to understand just the notion that you are feeling better, that you are thinking differently, and that you have changed the way that you take action is a massive sign that all is already done. And your job is now to just feel good, to release and let go and know that it is already done. You see, most people think and think and think and think about what it is that they want, but what they don't realize is thinking and affirming of what it is that they don't have. They're literally telling the universe that they do not have it. Now, that is a backwards way of thinking that not many people can get, but now you understand, and it makes more sense than ever before. The person that is out into the world saying, I want more money, I want more money, I want more money, is declaring to the universe that they do not have enough, or that they do not have the money, or the love, or the happiness, or the health, or whatever it is that they want. And one of the biggest things that changed my life was wrapping my mind around the reason why I didn't have what it is that I wanted was because I wanted it. And because wanting something assumes that I do not have it or have enough of it. And that is not necessarily true, although sometimes I totally understand that it can assume that way within your life, but not anymore. Now things are very different because you understand the principles. You understand that the words that you use to describe the world that you're living in is also used to create the world that you're living in. So it's time to create and allow and live and cherish all the things that you experience and do. It's time to feel good for no reason whatsoever and double those feelings of feeling so good now. It's time to also talk with yourself, the universe, God, Buddha, whoever it is and whatever it is that you want to label it as. Because you are not separate from the outside world, but yet connected to the outside world. And two things that are connected could be seen as two things, or they could be seen as one thing. And when you understand that there is and only is the one thing, you start to feel so good now, knowing what it is that you know, doing what it is that you do, making a difference within your life. Now, in a few moments' time, you're going to come back to the here and now. But when you get back to the here and now, things are going to change. You're going to feel so good for no reason whatsoever. But you know the reason. The reason is this is who you truly are. You're someone who is very motivated, inspired, creative, loving, accepting, fearless. All the things. And you can go out into the world and express yourself freely, knowing just how powerful you are. So in a few moments' time, you can come back to the here and now. But as you make your way back to the here and now, allow your unconscious and conscious mind to integrate and work together as one. Allow them to take action easily and effortlessly on all the suggestions that you've got here today. And most importantly, make them get stronger and stronger every second of the day. So on the count of 5, you'll be back to the here and now. 1, knowing that right here and right now has been one of the best investments of your life. 2, feeling the energy soar back through your body. 3, knowing that the change has already happened on a very deep, deep level. 4, starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. And 5, back into the room, eyes wide open, feeling refreshed, feeling revived, and feeling so happy about the present moment and the future to come. Have a stretch, get a drink of water, do what it is that you got to do. But I want you to know a few fundamental points. Always remember that there is 4 bodies that you are working in. You have your spiritual body, then you have your mental body, then your emotional body, and then also your physical body. So it is very, very important to think about what it is that you want, feel good about what it is that you want, and take action on what it is that you want. And always remember to ask the question, how does this get any better than this? Once again, thank you so much for tuning in for another powerful hypnotherapy session. I would love to hear how you experience this session if you comment below, and keep me posted on your results and how it is that you feel. And I'll talk to you very, very soon.